Right, everything's working. Hello everyone. This is a completely impromptu stream. I was sitting here thinking, what am I going to do tonight? Because I've got literally tonight and tomorrow night before I head away for the week. I'm not going to have enough time to edit a video, record a video, edit a video. I've just finished editing Argsy Farms. I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump in and we're just going to do a stream and just carry on what we were doing on Aussie No Man's last week. So I know I said if you were with me on the multiplayer stream on the weekend, I know I said that was going to be our last one, but here we are. Thought we'd do a little bit of a bonus one. So, like I said, we're just carrying on with where we were and what we were doing the other day. And just, yeah, I might only be an hour long. It might be an hour and a half. It could be, I don't know. We'll see how we go. I do know my good friend Steel Horse, and apologies to you, buddy. I know you're about to start your stream as well. But if we finish in time, hopefully everyone will go over and catch up with what you're up to. But, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's where we are. And this is where what we're doing now. It is what it is. Welcome along. Nice to see you guys. Good to have you here, tuning in on a unusual night. William, good morning to you, mate. 3 in the morning. You're a bit keen. Good to see you. Easy, hello, mate. Aussie Sim Farmer, hello as well. Why? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yoran is tuning in. Solar Guy Modding's here as well. Hello, hello. Chinook, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Yeah, just a cash little, completely unscheduled, unscripted, unplanned. I didn't even make a thumbnail for it. I just thought, we'll press the go live button and see what happens. So that's what I thought I'd do. Might get 2 people, might get 10 people, might get 200 people. Who the heck knows? But yeah, that's what we're doing. So in terms of what we are actually doing on the farm, we've got these soybeans to finish off. I do need to go, so we'll go and grab the I do need to turn this dude back on. Carry on with his ploughing. Oh, no, not first waypoint. Let's go from nearest waypoint. Right, there we go. So he should be good to carry on there. That's perfect. So we've got that job going. We've got that job was still going. So let's restart them on their nearest waypoint. They can carry on spraying this field, getting rid of the weeds in it. And then, yeah, we'll carry on doing some of this. So we're just going to run a grain cart. Go and get some things done. I'm doing well, William. Doing well, thank you, mate. Thank you for asking. Got absolutely soaked this afternoon, though. We had a heavy, probably the heaviest thunderstorm I've seen in quite some time come through. Not quite where we were, but there was surface flooding across parts of the city. Some thick hail, not big hailstones, but some really like a blanket of hail across people's yards and things like that. We were at football training and just got absolutely soaked, and actually got a little bit apprehensive about having the kids out, and we had 100 kids on a football turf, and we thought probably not the best place to have them, so kind of sought a little bit of shelter and called off training a little bit early. So that was a bit of fun though, a bit of fun. You were going to record a video then, so I went live. You can still record a video, mate. I did see you were in Flight Sim. What are your thoughts on the alpha? I know you've been playing the alpha release. What's your thoughts? I see a lot of people saying, it's no different to 2020 apart from how it looks. I'm like, oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. People complaining about Farming Simulator being no different to 2022. Except for in dozens of ways. G'day Brock, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, like I said, it was a last minute, casual, impromptu, you know, what happens stream. Otherwise I was gonna, I don't know, I'd probably sit here and watch YouTube for the next hour and a half and not actually do anything. Just finished editing Argsy Farms. I'm gonna make a few shorts. I think that's gonna be the content over the next week. I think I can probably get a few shorts out of Tahitan and Argsy Farms and have those going over the next few days. So, but yeah, I was also hoping, because I've gone live on the vertical, just go double checking everything's ticking on correctly over there. You got Caleb in there, and Kay, how you doing? Oil up in your sub. That ain't going to be happening, mate, but you can still sub. Why has that not picked up that in that chat? That's interesting. Isn't connected to the right chat. Let's just see if I do a reload that. Settings. No, don't know. Right, let's get rid of all that dash. Back over in the right spot. At least I can use, if I use that up there, I can at least see who's talking to me on the vertical stream. Anyhow, as I was saying, we're only about 35 or 36 subs away from hitting 19k, which is getting us closer to our 20,000 sub goal that we wanted to set for hitting before the release of 2025. It's 2024. And on top of that was going to try and reach silver status with Giants. And thank you everyone who's purchased a copy of the game over the last week or two. It's certainly been a lot more purchases. We're making slow and incremental progress, but we will get there. Alright, see if we can get this unloading. There we go. It's a bit of a pea shooter, this thing. It just sort of fires it out. And there we go. Coffee's needed. So tonight, although I have a coffee mug that says caffeine on it, I'm drinking a black tea. It's just what I felt like. Who was crazy like me and stayed up and watched the Starship launch last night? Or it may not have stayed up, it might have suited your time zone. Who watched the Starship launch by SpaceX last night? That just, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Just blew me away. Absolutely incredible to think that they can catch something that weighs hundreds of tons out of the sky with such pinpoint accuracy. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. John, thanks for the sub, mate. Much appreciated. There's one more getting closer. Right, let's leave that running. Let's go and see how the plough's doing down the other end. So I'm not sure what quite happened here with this, but something hasn't quite worked with the offset on the lands properly, but we'll tidy that up later. Sure, we can go through and do it. Didn't watch it live, but I'm sure it was amazing. Oh, it's just, isn't it? It's science fiction. Like a lot of people, we've talked about it, mentioned it before. It's, you know, my parents lived through the Saturn V and the moon landings, and you know that was happening when they were kids. My parents been in '69, like 12, 13. So you know, the same age my children are now. Was what my parents were when man first walked on the moon. So it's kind of like the equivalent of our moon race. It's pretty cool. Pretty crazy how tech is advanced. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because you know it's nowhere near the finished product, but it's pretty impressive to think that they'll eventually refine it enough that will be able to take humans to the moon and further. That's what blows my mind the most. Pretty cool. Right, I might let's just see, what are we going to do? This is running on course play. We'll let it keep going. In fact, let's just jump back. And here, what I want to find out, actually, let's just go and have a look. It still hasn't changed the bee thing. See down the bottom, we've got the influenced by bees and the bee bonus. So that's because we're running the enhanced bee mod, which we have these here. So we've got a young colony of bees with 52,000 in that one, and a young colony of bees of 61,000. They haven't created any nectar, so they create nectar before they get honey. We've got our honey place point is just about there. You can see that. So we'll get into sorting that out at some stage too. Righty-ho. Let's just take a quick squiz in here. Do we have anything that's getting close to selling? We could actually load up a trailer, because that's pretty much peak price at the moment, but that's at the port. Value at all selling points, and it's pretty much the same. Take $1 difference between the two. So we could go and load that up and get a bit of money. We've got a few fermented bales and got the unfermented ones that we put in there. 61 grass that we made the other day, and the 22 that are fermented. So 22 we can take 18 at a time, so we could do that. But let's actually just carry on and being an attentive grain cart driver. Now it's the Mars race. It's it. Feels like that, right? Andreas, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, welcome along. Gilgamoth. Good morning to you. Just saying this is a completely off-the-cuff impromptu. Had no plans to do this. I didn't know what I was going to be doing before I head away on. I've got 2 more nights in New Zealand. I've got tonight and tomorrow night. I don't really have time to record and edit, so I thought let's just do a live stream. I love this game. I have plans to get us set up for it. Nice, Connor. It is such a fun game, and if you're really keen, wait another month. In fact, it's a month tomorrow, 4 weeks tomorrow, 12th of November, when Farm Sim 25 releases. Well worth it. Evan, am I playing at night? It's night in New Zealand. It is late night here. Well, not late night. 9:30 PM where I am in New Zealand. I guess that counts as night. Ooh. Just save out to get a 9RX. Might be a bit excessive. So at the moment, Brock, I'm limited. I can now get a 400 horsepower tractor. Previously, the first calendar year in the game, I could only get a 300 horsepower tractor, but I can get up to a 400 horsepower tractor now, so we could look at doing that. Hey Connor, thank you very much for subscribing. It's already out, you've got the game. FS25 you won't have, but FS22, which I'm playing right now, is, but there's a new version coming out. FS25 is coming out in just a few weeks. And if you keep an eye here, now that you've subscribed, I'm going to have the chance to play the game before it even releases later on this week at an undisclosed location somewhere around the world. I'm heading there on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. It's going to be an amazing trip. What time is it here? It is 9:34 PM on Monday night. That's the key thing to say. For a lot of you, it is still... No, I don't think there's anywhere that it's still Sunday night. It'll be early Monday morning for some people. Well, as we had William saying in the other stream, in the standard stream, it was 3 AM for him. You also got Farming Simulator 25. I don't think you will yet, Evan. Not quite yet. You've got it on your mum's PS5. Nice one. 3:35 in the afternoon? Or in the morning? AM. Gosh, what are you doing up that time? For Cheshire, Connecticut. Who knew there was a Cheshire? Hey. Alright, there we go. We've got both chats are now connected, so I can keep an eye on them all in one go. Yeah. Beauty. Well then, welcome along, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Nice to have you all joining in here. Like I said, impromptu stream. Not sure what we're going to do, how far we're going to go, but we'll just get done what we can. We're actually going to need some diesel here in the combine soon. How full's the truck? While we're sitting here then, let's get this backed up because we're just going straight into the bins. I'll just double check the soybean price. Don't think it would be worth selling. Normally they peak in July. That looks pretty low. We'll just change those units so we can track it a little bit better. It's on metric tons now, so what are we, 900 metric ton. Big price is 1700 in June, so certainly throw them in the bin. And if we're fast, we might actually convert this field across to soybeans again. Our worker E's completed their task. That will be the sprayer, I would expect. Yeah, fair enough, William. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Good to see you tuning in there in South Africa. 10:35 in the morning for you. Ingmar, well, welcome along. Thanks for tuning in. So you must be somewhere in Europe, mainland Europe. Kyle's coming to me from Scotland, 9:35 in Scotland. Nice one. Waiting for your dad to fly in. Nice. There we go. have to do for this? I can't remember now. Do I have to be further back or further forward? Further back. Trigger gets a bit broke on this. It'll be quite a way back for it to stay over the auger, but we'll get it working. Still not enough. I wish the grain door on the back would work. That would have been handy. A bit more appropriate. We'll let that go back down. Haven't had this problem before. You're in Kentucky but live in Texas. Cool one. Hey Nismo, how you doing? See you, buddy. Riley, welcome along. Nice to have you here. Did you enjoy Bathurst? What did you think of the race? Fastest one in history. I found it wasn't the most exciting spectacle to watch. Nice to have, I guess, technically argue that the fastest car won because they weren't influenced as much by safety cars or anything like that. But hey, Crofter, good morning, mate, or good evening, or whatever it is, wherever everyone is. Morning for you, I know that. Evening for me. Nice to have you here. Righty ho. Let's see what else we've got to do. You're boxing on. No, you're on headlands already. Okay. What headland passes did I put this on? It's been 4, I think. Interesting to see how it all goes. You're finished, so we'll get you back over. That's all our weeds taken care of. Hello, Mrs. Prof. How you doing? I was just saying, I've got tonight and tomorrow night at home, and I was sitting here thinking, oh, I could record a video, but I'm not going to have time to edit it down properly, and I'd be rushing it through. So I thought, let's just jump on. We'll do a stream for an hour and a half, and we'll go from there. So here we are, just mucking around, getting some tasks finished. I think I'd left so much last Wednesday. I left so many tasks half done that I thought we'd finish them off. I did half think about actually doing just a Lego building stream, or tractor building stream. Telehandler building stream. I was trying to remember what we're building. Whoops. But yeah, we won't do that. Maybe another time. What map is this, Connor? This is called Aussie No Man's. It's a 16 times map, 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers. So it's a PC only map. Why not use the auger into the conveyor, say faffing with? I could do that. It looks a bit wonky because of the way that auger spits it out. You're kind of going to park a wee way away, but it could be an option. Right. Actually, we'll go put some diesel in this before we go any further. Top it up. One thing I need to do is get into the habit of always filling up tractors. When I can. Right. Do you know one thing I'm looking forward to with 25 is not having this keybind issue that I can't get to the bottom of, where I have to hop out of a piece of equipment to be able to fill it up. So every time I want to like fill a tractor up with diesel or put some herbicide in a tank or anything like that, I need to hop out of there, hop back in. Frustrating. Why am I not streaming on Wednesday night? I will be... Where will I be on Wednesday night? I will be in the middle of the air somewhere on a big bird heading overseas. Which is why I won't be streaming on Wednesday night, and I'm not home until next Wednesday, so that's why I won't be doing that. Right, let's tuck that up. There we go, get that emptied in. Chicken's fed. Now, I'm gonna... Alright, we'll finish this field, and then we'll go in and get it seeded. What I was thinking of doing was... We can go and get the combine actually running over in that other field too. We can start seeding, so we'll get that hooked up. What I was thinking about doing was swapping tractors, putting the grain cart on the back of this, just so I could use the front loader to fill things up, but probably not worth the hassle. Right, let's see if we can get some of this fertilizer we have sitting here into this. So again, I can press R and it's not going to fill. Pop in and out, and press R and it fills. Go figure, right? Rather annoying. Yeah, it is a very cool map, kind of. Yes, I'm not tired then. Launch feels, it does feel like it was a long time ago. I'm actually feeling okay. So I have this funny thing. I was sitting on the couch an hour and a half ago watching a game of football with my boys, and I was very close to falling asleep doing that. But then I don't know, other people find this. I sit in front of my computer and kind of, time doesn't stand still, but I kind of almost get a second wind. Right, here we go, that's full. Let's see if we can back this up so we can extract ourselves out of here without making a mess. We'll go and get some seed in it. There we go. But yeah, it does feel like a long time ago already, Mrs. Prof. Like, absolutely, I've watched watched clips of it so many times today. What an absolutely mind-bending thing to see. It's just still hard to comprehend what we witnessed. Right, one open, that one open, and that one open. Now, pull that one up. Now, fill that one up. Things behave. Go forward, turn around and get the last one filled up. Have they improved? I don't know yet. Crofter, that's a very good question. I will endeavour to find out. I hope that they're providing more. Bother. I'm hoping they're going to provide more input options. I kind of feel with the increase in peripherals we've seen in the last 18 months, it certainly needs to be considered having more options. Righty ho, here we go. Done, done. Okay, now we're in December, so if I plant this in, I'm just thinking here out loud. Soybeans have a 6-month growth cycle, and they have their best price in June. There. So if I plant them now, December, they'll grow January's 1, February, March, April, May, June. So we'd be harvesting them at their peak, which means they'll come straight out of the field and go into the truck and get sold. So that's my rationale of why we might go and plant some soybeans into this field. At least leave the truck over the conveyor and load straight into it. I could do that too. I know. Ways to improve. Right, we'll leave that there. G'day, Scott. Kia ora, mate. How you doing? Let's go down and do this. Okay, in the same place you're going fly out Wednesday morning too. Oh, nice. Make sure you're subscribed and nuke that like button. Yes, thank you. Falcon Heavy launch in the morning, I know. Coverage starts at 5:30 AM our time. I haven't actually looked to see what time the launch window opens, so is it a simultaneous launch? Is it a instant launch window? As in they only get one shot at it? I'm not even sure of that. It was cool watching some of the like observer's perspective of the catch. You know, we're watching it from Boca Chica and just recording it on their phones and observing it, hearing the sonic boom just sounded incredible. It's pretty cool. Ooh. Don't find the timeout button for Nismo. You don't get to use it very often, do you, Chinook? Can't wait for the next one. Well, it might not be very long. Like, it can't be too much the FAA can stop them from doing, surely. That's what's most exciting, is how quickly can they turn around and do IFT6? And what is IFT6 going to do differently other than just fine-tune what they've done already? Can't remember the changes, but that is pretty cool. 5 inputs now and the ability to use a USB hub. Yeah. Yep. Like if you wanted to run dual joysticks with a steering wheel and still have a controller connected, plus your mouse and keyboard, it's not ideal, is it? 1 minute to the window, okay. Any talk about multi-screen or pop-out screens in 25? Nothing I've heard so far, Edsy. There was discussion or talk at FarmCon about the ability to potentially customize your HUD a little bit more. So where your speedoers might be able to move, but not to be able to hide elements or only pick and choose some elements. Let's say I didn't want fill levels, I just wanted to know how fast I was going and what gear I was in. I wanted to do everything else invisibly. I don't think you're going to be able to do that. Well, I don't know. Speculating here. But the whole intention was it for people who play on, like, you know, widescreen monitors, for example. Now, some of those monitors are getting pretty massive, and it meant you could position, say, the speedo. You could actually position, let's say, in the center of the screen, and still have all your screen real estate left and right, rather than being down in the right-hand corner. So it could change. Not sure. We'll have to see. E37, how's the yield? Not doing too bad, thank you. Not doing too bad. I don't know if we've got the yield monitor on down here, do we? Oh yeah, we're getting 2,800 litres an acre. If that's a useful measure of yield. I can probably actually change that. Does it change in here if I press those? There you go. I can only do kilos, tonnes and litres. Yeah. That's empty. Alright, Combine should be able to finish off now, so let's go and park this over on the other field. Now these chickpeas we have over here are going to yield a lot higher. That's the other thing I need to do. I need to soil sample that field too. Right, a couple more passes there, then we'll go and tidy up around the edges, and that'll be done. This fella's, let's just make sure we're being gender accurate here. Yep, this fella's done his task. You're on leave for the next 12 days, Chinook. Nice one, mate. Nice one. You didn't time that very well, though. Surely you should have been doing that in the first week of November, not this time December. And September. What month are we in? October. Driving through the crop again. Where? What crop am I driving through? I know what you're talking about. I haven't driven through any. Welcome back, Connor. So yeah, we'll just have to see how things go. Right, this bin is going to be our soybean bin, obviously. 6,000 litres in there. Got chickpeas in this one, and rye, I think. This one, wasn't it? Yeah. Kind of made a bit of a mistake. I should have got half a dozen smaller bins rather than these big ones. But you know what? What's the capacity on these three there? What are 3007? Silos. Meridian. That's which ones do we end up using? Okay. That one there. The 600,000 litre bin, so we've actually got much more storage than we need. That's right. Right. Remove clutter. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? The window opens in 7 hours and 15 minutes from now, being 9:51. 9:51 my time, yeah. Is it? Is that what time it is? 7 hours and 15. 9:51 my time, yeah. What's that, 5, just after 5 AM? We're a supporting map for the light contracts and maps, map be mod. See, that's the one thing I'd love to be able to do. I'd love, like, I've got, not that I'm running it at the moment, but I've got the tablet sitting here and I run some dashboard on that. I'm actually downloading some movies to take on the plane with me at the moment, or have been. But it'd be great to be able to actually use that for a map. You know, have that map on the screen would be amazing. It'd be very cool. Right. Don't know what you're talking about, unknown gamer. Must be your internet connection. Is the yield meter part of precision farming or a separate mod? That's a separate mod. It's I want to say it is Thunder's crop mod. Let's just have a look at my mod list. The little tiny one at the top. How he names his. Yeah, the vehicle HUD extension, I think, or unit convert. Can't remember which one it is. I think that's vehicle HUD extension, then unit convert does the units. I think I've got them right. I've got them both installed. I don't know if they're both running. That's all. Looks like there's no shadows, or is that because of the weather? Possibly because of the weather. Good question, actually. I haven't noticed that. There's shadows. Huh. Great observation. No, that's just the dirt. Maybe it's the weather. There's a little bit of shadow there, isn't there? Not sure now. You got me questioning that. G'day Aussie Dan, how you doing? Total Annihilation used to support dual screens with the game screen and the map on the second. Yeah, I mean, it can't be that hard to make the menu that you bring up on another screen, surely. You just undock it. Like Flight Simulator does it, doesn't it? Chinook, you can answer that question. You can have multiple screens and have different windows on different screens, right? You put like your GPS or something like that on a different screen. It would be handy. It'd be very handy. You've got me questioning that now, unknown gamer. I've never observed that there was no shadows. It's entirely possible it's the map as well, but it might be the weather, might be the lighting conditions. Who knows? Yeah, you can. There we go. Thank you. So if a little company like Microsoft can figure out how to do it, certainly someone as influential in the gaming market as Giants can come up with a way to do it. Am I right? What's happening, Aussie Dan? You good, mate? Keeping out of trouble? I did consider actually jumping on a multiplayer server and I was just going to jump on a multiplayer server and just play the game and just chill out. But then I thought, I could do a stream. And then when I remembered what tasks I left here. Ooh. 3 words in the English language which should not be used in the same sentence, Dutch modelling. I feel your pain. Do I have the next spaceflight app? It has all launch info like the countdown, the windows, or something familiar. Oh. I don't think I do, Mrs. Prof. I shall find that. Let's have a look. Next space flight. There we go. Popped up as a search bar. Rocket launch schedule for SpaceX, NASA, ULA, Starship, ISRO, Roscosmos, and more. Cool. I'll check it out. I'm doing good, mate. Doing good. Decided to do a impromptu Monday night stream because I can't stream this Wednesday. And probably not next Wednesday. We'll just have to wait and see. In fact, I can just about guarantee it won't be next Wednesday because I don't get back into the country until 5 in the afternoon. And then I've got a 2-hour drive home. And then I would have been travelling for X number of hours from locations unknown, which you'll know about probably by this time next week. Maybe I could do an impromptu Thursday stream. I have had plans and desires to do a full week of impromptu, well, not impromptu, that'd be kind of scheduled streams, but a full week of streams, one opportunity, one stage. It is exactly 1 month. 4 weeks, even. It's less than a month because it comes out on the 12th. But it comes out on Tuesday, and it is Tuesday here in New Zealand tomorrow, so it'll be 4 weeks tomorrow. I was always hopeful when 22 came out that New Zealand would have had access to it before everywhere else in the world, but it was time locked. Alas, it didn't work that way. So we have to wait until kind of midday the next day for it to become midnight on the whatever day it is. Then Germany. Right. You know what? I'm just going to park this up here because I'm not in a hurry to get things done as such. So we might just leave this sitting here for next time. Right, turn it off. My button's sorted out, put the heater down. Right, leave that there. And we'll focus on getting this field seeded, and then we can look at getting that field up the top, get it soil sampled and everything like that. Get some lime spread on it, and maybe get that one seeded too. Am I coming to... I'd love to be going to Austin for the F1 race, Mrs. Prof. That'd be an awesome trip. I don't know the synergies of Farm Sim and F1, but it'd be pretty cool. Especially with young Liam having his first actual drive as a proper full team driver, not just a villain driver. So we had our Kiwi man, Shane Van Gisbergen, was on pole for both the Xfinity and the NASCAR Cup races this morning, or today. Couldn't get it done though, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, but pretty impressive effort all the same. You've got other ideas for a fun morning, Joran. I know, mate, I know. Yeah, I can feel your pain. It made my sort of clench my teeth when I read it. I was like, oh, no way. And have that all to yourself. Let's go on there. Breaking every rule in the book, driving out and turning while getting out from underneath the kingpin, aren't I? Straight out, Argsy, straight out. Right. Park this up here. We will come and load some bales up at some stage, but let's go and have a look. Plough is finished, so we'll go and tidy up these spots. I didn't put field create back on, so it hasn't done the few little spots. That's alright, we can fix that. I did some seeding done too. Hey Slinger, how you done? I had a great weekend, thank you very much. Chill Saturday. Just did some things around the house, and then all day watching Bathurst yesterday, which is a motor race here in Australia, but it's a pretty 1,000-kilometer race, so it's a pretty big event. It's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how many comments I get on the stream going, what are you doing live? Right, just can hear something on my settings. Privileges. Okay. It's not going to work. That's fine. I'll do it another way. Hey, Blockstar, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good evening. Got some pretty heavy prescription painkillers, so pain is manageable. Ah. So it's being done Dutch. It's not something to look forward to, it's something to forget about. I hear you. Still do need to get rid of this tractor. Used to hear it, buddy. Used to hear it. Don't want to drop this too early because I don't want to overcreate the field, but let's just park that there. Slow that down. Very slow, it's even slow when I'm not pressing the right button. Wondering why it's not working. Right, we go field create on. Closing. Up and out. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. Ah, typical. Turning circle on this is atrocious. Ah, you've got more to go. Ah, nasty. Well, I hope it doesn't, well, see, it's causing you less pain now than it probably was, so. Still though, not fun. Man, I'm so annoyed I didn't turn that, Great Fields on when it was doing its work before. What we should do when we get to the end of this is just play all these fields together and do one massive field. Oh, piece of tree there. You want Benny Hill music, watch FSG and I work together. Alright. Just thinking too, I didn't fill the combine up with diesel before I parked it by that field. I'll probably forget all about that next time. Particularly after just saying I need to get better and making sure I do that more frequently. Right, little spot there, that'll be the bottom of the field done, and then we can head on up that pass, get that little bit, those pieces over there. Job done. Should do a poll in chat, Gilgamoth. Who knows who Benny Hill are? Only you know once the anesthetic's gone. Alright, next space flight, Mrs. Prof. Let's have a look at this. Can you set favourites by type? Yeah, well, we don't want to miss anything. We'll have some notifications. Europa Clipper, 5:06 AM New Zealand time. Here we go. It's probably, I think, staying up late for 2 rocket launches or getting up early for a rocket launch might be a bit outside my gambit tomorrow. It's crazy. Starlink. Crew 8 coming back. There's so much going on. Good looking app though. Look forward to keeping an eye on that one. Well, thank you for joining this stream tonight. The rather impromptu, completely unexpected. Didn't know what I was going to do tonight, but hang on, let's do a stream, seeing I can't do on Wednesday night stream. Nice to have you here. G'day Nate, how you doing? This is a new field for the farm if you haven't caught the series before. So first time we've ploughed this area. There was a few trees on it. We cleared off a couple of streams ago. Sold all the wood, and now we're converting it into a field. So everything here, everything you can see, we have created. So we've got this is our 5th field now. Plus we've got the sheep pastures here in front of us. We've got pigsty down there between the shed and the sheep, which is down in amongst those trees. We've got a chicken coop. So we got beehives. Even got a little market garden type greenhouse set up where we can grow sugar beet easy rather than having to do actual sugar beet. Although I'm pretty keen to try sugar beet out now in 25, having seen that Amity beet lifter. That thing looks pretty impressive. One thing I don't really think anyone picked up on, and I definitely didn't at the time, but it actually cleans the beets. That's why it's called a harvester scrub. So I'm kind of curious now if there's actually going to be an opportunity to whether it's actually going to output, say, washed sugar beet, which are going to have a better sell price. Kind of like the way that you can, with the premium expansion, you could wash vegetables. Don't know the advantages of doing that. What's going on here then? Hey, Bo. Didn't expect to see me on a Monday night. Just boom, sneaking into your YouTube device. No, I've been saying I'm not here on Wednesday night. I didn't know what I was going to do tonight. I didn't really have it in me to sit down and record a video and edit it and everything before I leave. So we're doing this. Now let's just jump out and chainsaw this bit of wood. See it here? It's going to be a beast in the future. Big piece. Okay, it's gone. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Ease our way up to 19,000 subs. We are getting close. I was hoping could even have hit that target before we jump on the plane on Wednesday. So pretty cool. Started a new job today. Nice. How did it go? Good. Is it full time? Is it just a contract job, or is it going to be a more permanent role until you can find something back nearer home, or is it more like what you were doing at Kinley? I still need to look at where that spot you said was. What was the name of it? Okay, look at Rotorua on my yes. It's on State Highway 30, wasn't it, you said? Horo. Been through there once, I think, from memory. I was going from of all places, I was going from Te Puke to Taumaranui. Trying to figure out the best way to get from those two little towns. Full time until you find a job at home. Horror, currently commute around. Yeah. I remember the geothermal plant. I just couldn't remember the name of the spot. Oh, good on you, mate. Sure it's not the easiest thing for you. Be working away from home. Right, last spot. You can set alerts however you want, usually 24 hours before the FAA cleared Falcon 9 to launch again, so I'm sure they have to get caught up. Right. Is that after the stage 2 anomaly they had on re-entry? Right, I think that's the job done in here. We've got everything up this top end. Looks like I feel like I'm squinting because of my light off the screen. But that looks good. Right. Another thing finished. Gotcha. That wool we need to sell. Now groupies, the sheep that's staying in a group. Looks pretty excited to get something. Where's he heading to? So. Alright. We need to do a bit of maintenance at some stage, but worry about that another day. Better than the last job at the pub. Oh, that's good. At least you hear that, mate. Right. Fill the harvester. Thank you. We'll do that now. Diesel. Liquid dinosaur bones. In, out, fill. We're actually going to run out of diesel in this, are we? Did I buy 2,000 litres last time? 1,300 in there still. Northern California. Go where it's meant to. My camera's off soon. I keep on shuffle. Right, put that back there. Leave that in that way now. Where do I need to go? Oh, I keep doing that. Off centering. Refill Koki. Okie dokie, and they turn around. Now the combines fill. It's all the chat about Austin. Formula 1. Alright, next task. We have soybeans in all of this. Let's get it going. Right, we're going to do some course play on this. Cancel back. Clear the course. Pop up a course. Does that work on the headlands? 15.5 I think is what I normally do that at. Let's see if maybe we should go around 3 times. Field center up, down row, skip a row. Skip a row is a good idea with this thing. It's easier. It's generate a field work course. Pop up down here in the corner, move that over. That looks all Gucci. Right. First waypoint, See you later, alligator. Plant me some soybeans. Here we go. Oh, our pH value is getting a bit low. Should we be putting some lime on this first? Hmm. 6. Next time. Next time. We've already started that. That'll do. What combine have we got? Connor is a, what is it, a 2188? Oops. 2188. There you go. I think it's a 30-foot header? 20-foot header. Only a tiny little baby. Hey, Brett, 3 months of membership. Thank you, mate. That's awesome. Appreciate you being part of the team. Working with on Courseplay. Thank you. 4 AM for you, Nate. Your tinnitus has been flaring up. Ah, it's no fun. Stink. Right, let's go and get some bales out then. Actually, before we do that, let's go and sample that field. We can think about getting some lime on it. It does. Store, and then we're going to go in and lease. It's not under that one, it's under this miscellaneous. Mark and spray miscellaneous. And then we've got the modded ones, which are, this is a standard size one. This one's 32.5, 65. Can't remember which one I always go for. Go for the, do this one. Right, release that. That's done. This. So we'll leave the grain cart there. We'll run down and sample that field. Yeah, it's not a bad little combine, Connor. Again, the 300 horsepower limit kind of restricted what I could have, so what we went with. You bought a gaming PC and you can't play it, Brett. Oh, that sucks. Ooh. It's leased, it doesn't matter if it gets a few dings on it. In your server you've got a deer, you just can't remember which one. Nice choice. Can't go wrong with the deer. Unless you're the Larsons and then it blows up in the field. Did anyone been watching their content and seen their combine issues I've had lately? And finally getting around to interesting. I need to watch the video today they dropped of repairing a combine in the field. Thought that was pretty hectic. The adopted home of one of your favourite guitar players. In Austin. It's actually I'm actually going to take a few soil samples on this for once instead of just racing around and doing one. Oh, you're in hospital, Brett. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Hope all is well. What are you there for? Hope you have a speedy recovery, my friend. Well, if you can't play the game, next best thing's watching someone else do it, right? At least I hope that's the next best thing. You're tired, Nate, but whatever. You've been getting into FS22 again. Nice. FS22's been a blast. I've really enjoyed it. It's been probably, for me, definitely the most diverse in terms of things you can do. Things like Terrafarm, which came out. Actually, that came out really early on, right? As a mod. Being able to do that digging, that kind of opened up a whole new avenue of enjoyment for FS22. That was a huge crack bow. Imagine the noise it made. Right, not quite regretting my choice to go this small, but I kind of don't feel like I'm getting much more than the standard one at the moment. Gone bigger. That's what she said. out to see what I've sampled. Oh, does it show up on? Here we go. It's not too bad. One more strip and then a little bit more. Done. Let's see if we can go around and do this little chunk up in here. Get it sorted out. The tower at Circuit of the Americas is really impressive. By coincidence, when I went to Houston 6 or 7 years ago, it was actually the race was on that weekend. We had a whole lot of teams. Didn't see any of the drivers coming through Houston Airport, but definitely saw a lot of team members for different teams. Yeah, GPS steering as a base game going to be a huge bonus for 25. Really looking forward to trying that out, and hopefully it'll be part of the build I get to play later this week. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I've known I'm going to have this opportunity pretty much since FarmCon, and haven't been able to share that with anyone. So it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. For those of you who don't know, part of the reason I'm doing a stream tonight is I'm heading off to lands that shall remain nameless, and going to have the opportunity to access and play FS22 and bring you our first impressions, have a first look at it, see what we think, which is going to be pretty exciting. Like I said, I don't know at what state the game's going to be in, whether it's going to be completely ready to go. Jump back here and get this bit of wood. Whether it's going to be the final product, being 4 weeks out from the game launch. I'm sure there'll be something more, but I fully expect it's going to be a more refined version than we've seen previously at PAX and things like that. But I don't even know if we're going to have full access to everything. I know PAX version was kind of locked down. There were things they weren't able to do, so let's just wait and see. But yeah, pretty exciting. Seen pistons come out the side of the blocks, but not the whole block fracture. It's bonkers, right? I missed a little bit. I'm going to do an extra sample just to catch that bit. Yeah, it's staggering to think that would happen on such a young engine too, relatively speaking. Yeah, very exciting, Mrs. Prof. Very exciting. And obviously a huge thank you to all of you, because without you guys all tuning in and watching and being part of this awesome community, I wouldn't get these opportunities. So I hope I do you proud when I do go away and do these kind of things. As far as I'm aware, Gilgamoth, we are embargoed till some point next week from video. I'm not 100% certain whether we'll be allowed to talk about experiences. Or just yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's the go and what's not, but FSG and I'm hoping potentially do a stream from there and tell you what we can tell, but we'll just have to wait and see. And see if that works or not. Right, here we go. That wasn't too painful, was it? This one. Let that do its thing. Lift it up, fold it up, and send those off for analysis. Yeah, 8 uneven lines. You gotta practice, use a controller, and you can get some nice straight edges. Look at that. How straight I'm driving. That's what we were talking about, Joran. I was just saying about, don't know how we got onto the topic of it, but we were talking about John Deere Grinch combines being good. Except for that one. Crazy, right? What a nuts thing to happen. Right, that was leased, no longer needed. We will return that with, what, 0.1 of an hour on it. Let's pick up a weight. Load up this truck, and then by the time we've done that, we might be able to get some lime spread. Yeah, I haven't watched that video yet, Joran. I need to catch that one. Right, silage 18 for a truckload. Right, there we go. Hey Jason, how you doing? Just back from a little road trip for the Arvo. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Well, I am just doing a casual, completely impromptu, unexpected stream because I'm not going to be able to do one on Wednesday, and I didn't feel like I had time to record a video and get it all edited before I go away, so we are here instead. I'll probably go for another half hour, get to 11 o'clock local time, and then we might actually, hopefully, Mr. Steelhorse is still streaming. I'd love for you to all pop over and say hello to him. He's on the Vintage Jokes, and he's got a fantastic little series. He's live streams from there a couple of times a week. I did feel bad jumping on tonight. I know you're often in there, Jason. I felt bad jumping on tonight and doing a stream because, you know, this is when he normally does, but if he wants to, he can do one on Wednesday night and take my spot. Right, squeeze that across. We have to pick those ones up and tidy it all up. I could cheat and just throw them back in the anywhere object storage and respawn them, but let's try and get this done a little bit more legitimately. Pull that right out of the way so we can get to this one. What did you go and look at today, Jason? Some new piece of equipment, someone's farm or something like that, is it? Mid-harvest? Is this a custom map? It is a custom map. It is, well, it's available. It's a 16 times map. It's very large. PC only, Nate, but it is Aussie No Man's, and there is a link to it in the description. And I think if you press exclamation mark map, it'll bring up this one. And that's what I've got it set to at the moment. Yeah, it's a decent sized map. Kind of start from scratch. No fields defined. A few sell points. Roads. And a bad front loader operator at the moment. Wasn't too nice, was it? Pump it into the trailer. Not at all work related. So the young bloke back to boarding school for his last term for the year. Nice one. Our boys were back at school for the first time for the start of term today too. So peace and quiet resumed, or still got others floating around? My depth perception tonight's not the best. Now I've kind of got those bales in the way, which is not quite ideal. You're trying to work while you're getting 2 live stream notifications at the same time. Ah, right. Yeah, sneaky old me. How long does it usually take to record and produce a video? It depends. I try and aim for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to record an episode. Depends what we're doing, or depends what I'm doing. Some episodes can take longer, like last night, FSG and I were going for well over 2 hours on iHeli with tasks that we actually at the start thought we're going to need more things to do to make a decent length video, but my one's ended up being a monster 35-minute long video this week, which is fine, I don't mind. And then we've got, then it probably takes me bit part of an hour and a half to go through it. So I use the audio channels to kind of cut and edit down my voice parts when I'm talking, which seems to work pretty well. And then I use, and then I'll go through and, so that's like a rough, I go through and do a rough cut, pull out the bits I'm going to montage, and then I'll do the montage, pull out the finer parts, do the montage, and then sort of more finely edit the different cuts and transitions and things like that. And then it's a case of figuring out how much music I need, find a track that's about the right length, suits what's going on, whether it's time-lapse or montage or map it is. And yeah, then it takes about 20 minutes to export that, and then the last part is making the thumbnail. So I actually edited most of our hilly farms last night straight after we finished, because I stayed up till a stupid hour in the morning watching rockets take off and then get caught again. That is quite possibly the ugliest load of bales I think I've done. Quite some time. Bits at ships, right? Give it a little bit of a nudge, square it up. Alright, there we go. If not mention, yeah, straight lines is not in his vocabulary. Right, let's send this on down to the ag fair and go and get rid of that. Happy days, you can go and do that. The custom maps look better than default in your opinion? It all comes down to the detail and level of investment, involvement and talent the map maker has. There's some absolutely stunningly detailed maps out there if you want to find them. Oxygen David's one who does some fantastic maps. It's the level of detail, the realism. If you go to he bases his on real world locations, so you can go to Google Earth or Street View and actually look at these places, and it's incredible how realistic they are. We've got that issue with this one with the ETO, and I don't know what's going on with it, but it hangs out down the bottom. I think it's because do I need to back up and then hitch it there? There we go. Ah, look at that. And that takes away, I've never noticed that before, that actually takes away the lower drawbar. Disappears. Huh. Learn something new every day. Daughter went to her school a week ago due to being Victorian. He's in New South Wales. All quiet now. Nice one. Yeah. You got it sorted, mate. Hey. Right. Let's get that filling up. I'm not close enough to the trigger. Alright, it's filling. I can't see it filling because something's not right with this. The guy who modded this is a muppet, doesn't know what he's doing. However, it's free, which is a bonus. I don't know what I've done with this. Gosh, we've chewed through some money actually. Where's all their money gone? Soil sampling, I'm guessing. Test results come back. Yeah, so we've got horrible silty clay and a bit of loam, so not the best ground. It is what it is. Your lines are even if you haven't been drinking. Too right. Funny Tunes just followed. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you following along. Loving the Tahitian County series. Thanks, Gilgamoth. I have a few more episodes of that to go. Right, let's see if we can get some VCA going on this sucker. Where is a good line to use? Go along the edge of the field. Let's just change that because that looks like it's got a snap angle. Oh, 1 degree. Interesting. That'll do. I'll come back and tidy out there a little bit. Wasn't quite close enough to the edge. Do that a little bit later, but there we go. Automatic application rate. We're getting green squares down on the map, so that's all working perfectly. AI can take away bales only if you're using auto drive, Nate. So there we go. The driver has just arrived at the sell point I've got set up. So that's auto drive, which is easy way to do it. Tam, how you doing, buddy? Good morning, mate. Welcome along. Nice to see you. Control plus up or down will layer it. Is that right? Yeah. That changed the angle. Oh, that aligns it across, doesn't it? I see. Which I was talking to FSG about last night. I need to get better at setting up the turning and all of those kind of things, so it'll automatically do headlands and whatnot. The other thing with this map is because of the DPI effectively of the precision farming data and that underneath, you actually don't cover the whole map. That's why I'm getting these little funny squares in here. Thought you were tripping when you saw the notification. I am but a figment of your imagination, Tam. I'm the only one who thought YouTube messed something up. What is going on there? Chinook, mate, 10 gifted memberships, you generous bugger. Thank you, my friend. Doinks, Lonely Wolf, AJT, Tyler, Tim M, Rob G, Steve B, Run Aside, Funky Rude Dude, and Turbo Fleas. Picking those up. Thank you, mate. You are beyond amazing with your generosity. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Far too kind. Could break into a bit of Jay-Z. Can I get an encore? But I'm not going to, because no one wants to experience my singing. Rigel Rogers, g'day. What do I have in the way of utes? Mate, I've got the ute Stendhal utes. My utes are brutes. What do I have for the way of utes? I am currently driving. Where is it? That's my current wagon. Got the single cab Hilux, complete with dog on the front seat and the Australian flag on the front. Also a big fan of JJ's Ford Super Duty, and then we've got our Mountains Ram. 3 of my favourite pickups right there. There's also a nice Toyota Land Cruiser I've got floating around somewhere too. Very nice. And then you've gone and done it on the vertical as well, my friend. Oh, there we go. Doubling down on the memberships, mate. Thank you very much. Island Crawler, Pokemon, Josh, Brett, Shiro, Jesse, Derek, Farmsome Freak, Heiko, Egg Biochemist, and Dylan. Looking up 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, dude. You are you're incredible. Is this really FS22? It is really FS22. I can 100% say hand on heart. This is FS22. What makes you doubt it? Tam, I hope FSG said he got in touch with you about your postcode or something. The post office wouldn't take your hat. We needed more details to ship it, but I think he said he sorted that out. So fingers crossed, if you haven't got it on your head yet, it's not too far away from being there just in time for winter. When everyone wants to wear their favourite Argsy gaming cap. Certainly is, Tam. It certainly is. There's some incredibly good generous people out there. And Chinook's one of them. I have to start calling them Oprah soon. You get a sub, and you get a sub, you get a sub. Message you on there. You're cool, man. Sweet. Well, I'm pleased. I'm very sorry for how long it has taken. I hope you enjoy it. What's happening over there? Is that seeder still going? Plants are still running? Should be. Shouldn't be out of anything yet. Yep, it's still going. Good. There you go. There's me Hilux. Nice Argsy Gaming Orange as well. We got the frames on the Mac just in case you want to go and do some building work. Pretty big job though, mate. Fill up with some lime. Let us do this thing. I've got to move again. I'm going to be gaming so far offset from my screen soon. Right. Hi-ho, let's go. Yeah, less than a month till I don't have to get out and refill. I know. I'll probably still do it. That's the stupid thing. And I'll be in such a habit of like getting out to refill, and I was like, you don't have to do that. They all failed. I looked at it and I was like, well, it looks like Nigel, so it must be Rigel. Love the Aussie based vids. Cheers, mate. I enjoy the Aussie content. Always gets a good response from the locals. I had to do a little bio about myself for my trip. Now, the self-proclaimed largest, Australasia's largest farming simulator YouTube creator. Self-proclaimed. There we go. Gonna head off to bed. I probably won't watch the launch live either. Not sure who will be streaming it. Most channels had all their people at Starbase. Safe travels and have fun. Thanks, Mrs. Prof. Yeah, thanks for last night too. It was good fun chatting while watching that launch. Absolutely blew my mind that. I know every day Astronaut's streaming the Europa Clipper flight remotely, like he did with poor guy. Poor guy completely missed out on seeing Starship live. He's been to every other launch and missed that one. Feel so sorry for him, but get that on the big jobs, right? Anyhow, take care, sleep well, and we'll catch you later. Let's head down there. If anyone's wondering why it's so patchy, it's what I was saying before about the precision farming, the level of data that it needs. If you even look at the mini-map, you can see how it gets its really jagged edges. It's just the resolution of the underlying image which provides the data. So this is what it is. We can still go along. There's a little bit there, so we will run along that edge just to make sure we get that all done. I think we'll finish this off. Be a good place to end things for tonight. Let's just see what's going on with the cedar. They're doing the job. I can't actually tell what they're doing, but look at this one. Obviously putting the right crop down because it still looks green over the whole thing. So it's soybeans on soybeans. And yeah, we'll have some work to tidy up around the edges. I fully expected that. We always do with courseplay. Here we go. Not too many more plots to go and we'll own the whole map. Oops. Also, I don't have access to it. We've done 100 acres with this spreader. Just ticked over 100 acres. Hmm. So when we're back, we're going to have plenty to do. Field to harvest, field to plant. What else can we do? I still do need to buy. We are going to be buying at some stage. Is it? Let's go look under this. It's the we're gonna buy the trailer and forklift pack because we need to. Yeah, it was going to happen. I want to be able to get that forklift as a solution to load all our wool and other pallets we have floating around. Oops, did that too fast, Argsy. Slow down, slow down. Did I know you can use Control A or Control D to do a 180? I didn't know. Did I know that? Alt A or D. I knew you could turn and set it to skip. Yes. I just don't remember what the commands are. Make the field margin 0.4 or a little bit more. Courseplay doesn't miss the edge of the field. On the cedar, do you mean? With the turns, it's just the turns really, isn't it? I do need to get into those kind of habits, but I don't. Newest version of Courseplay has a couple of cool new features. I have seen some of those. There is some progressive answers. Right, so we try Alt A at the end here, then you reckon Google Moth. Thanks for all the help on the stream over the weekend on Polygyny. Think we're in with a chance to finish the challenge. That'd be awesome. Yeah, happy to, mate. Like I said, I just hope we didn't go in there and do all the fun tasks and leave you guys to come and clean up the rest. There we go. Alt A. 180-degree turn. Heads back down the next track. Perfect. I'm assuming we press Alt and D because D is the turn button. So this is where some dash should be awesome, wouldn't it? Skip to Euro 0 and use Alt A to do a 180 to the left and Alt D for a 180 to the right. Nice. Blue collar, how you doing? Something like passenger mod could be in base game 25, or is that something that would be hard for console? I don't think it'd be hard for console at all. It's just a case of coding that in, really. And I guess from a gaming priority point of view, the number of people, like FSG and I use a multiplayer server, and we've had the passenger mod on multiple servers, and we hardly ever use it. We almost forget about it. I think the most we used it was really early on. Well, hang on. It's in. I reckon it will be. Because the Kubota DLC added the passenger mod. So the Kubota DLC for FS22 added passengers as an option. I'm right, aren't I? Please someone tell me I'm right. So I actually, that's a good question. I reckon it'll be an FS25 by default because it was something that came in through a DLC for the last version of the game. Normally, that will follow through as a default feature. Like I expect things like the Yardas that were on FS. In fact, you know, we'll have a quick look because we'll be able to figure that out and see if there's any Yardas in the equipment list already. Control A jumps a lane to the left in the same direction. Yes, that's right. That's where I was getting caught out last time because I was using Control A rather than Alt. But yeah, having buttons for it would be handy. So let's just have a look. I'm going to bring up the website. Loads for me. Go to games. FS25. Have a look here. So we go down. What was one? Who makes the Yardas? I'm going to go over too far. Let's just do that for a sec. In fact, jumping around all over the place. Let's go in here, go to forestry. Did I have that enabled in here? So, what are the yarders under? Am I completely missing it? And expansion. There it is. Cola. Cola make those. So, is cola in here yet? K, no KO. Nope. It's not to say it's not, because this list is not definitive yet. So, they made one of them. What about the other one? There's a second yarder, isn't there? Is there two? Is it just the one? Yarder. Yeah, okay, I don't know. But let's have a look. What about these? Tajfun or Fanzelt? Tajfun. There you go. So the winch, see, the winches are going to be in base game. So I reckon that they will be. I reckon we will see them. FA. P. No, they're not in there yet either. It's not complete. List ain't complete, but I reckon there's every chance that we will see. We'll see things like the Kubota, the passenger DLC, coming through in 22. Is where that conversation all ended up, started and came to. And now I'm turning without doing my buttons because I completely forgot. Are we going to have enough line to finish this off? Hopefully. Hopefully we will. What server program do you use on PC as your last one? It was pretty expensive and kept booting me out of your game. I'm a G-Portal partner, Rigel, so all my servers are run through G-Portal. All the community servers are G-Portal. And we've had pretty much faultless performance from them. You know, and if there is a little issue here or there, they're really quick to respond and help out. So, could recommend them. If you do !G-Portal, there's even an option to use our code to get one. See, I use Control A then instead of Alt A. Now if I do this and turn, it's going to go Control A to get it to move over. I could have done the skip row anyhow, but equipment forestry. Thank you, Tam, because I was thinking they were self-propelled, but yeah, they're a rear attachment. We're not going to have enough lime either. Bother. Do you think that all the DLC packs will be standard in 25 or 1? I think they will. All the DLC from 22 will be available in some way, shape, or form. We've seen lots of the Kubota. Yeah, what else is there? I haven't actually seen if we've seen any of the Rodney stuff or anything. Not Rodney. Name escapes me. The blue and yellow stuff. The bale wrappers. Anyhow. If we go off previous years, then yes, it will be available. Whether it's the full gambit and range of what was provided, we'd have to wait and see. Might not be. I'll be able to ask in a couple of days. Yeah, well, that's all things I want to get in and have a look. Can we look at the menus? Can we look at the vehicle? You know, what are they going to allow us to see? Getting you through your train ride through to Berlin. Nice, James. Well, have a safe trip, mate. Thanks for tuning in. only there was someone who could live stream and I could get data while I'm flying and help me get through those. Maybe I should download a whole lot of old live streams from people. Right, last fill. No, I'm gonna have to have a look now. Go veal. That's the one I was thinking of. But yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason. Yeah, we've seen lots of Oxbow stuff already. Came in the pack. Again, probably look under Oxbow on the list. I'd just go and keep on checking. So Kubota, what have we got on Kubota? The Kubota, we've got 3 different tools. We've seen a tractor already. We've had the Kubota tractor was in the Hutan Pantai trailer, so we definitely know there's more coming soon. Do we have a Goreville up here? Not yet. No Goreville there yet. I'm sure there's still more to come, so I suggest we will have everything. I was going to look at Oxbow, that's what I was going to look at. Complete mind blank. Alright, how's our seeder going? Looks like they were just about finished from looking across the field where they got 1 and 2 passes. Waiting for the map to load down the bottom here. Takes a wee while to refresh. On the right screen, so it didn't matter. I reckon we're going to be just about in our crop and crashing into a tree soon. Nice. That was a rock. Back to work, have a good trip Wednesday and looking forward to videos from the test. Cheers, Yaron. Thanks, mate. And obviously, you've been here for a long time. Appreciate your support, membership, all those kind of things which have helped me have these kind of opportunities. So thank you, buddy. Very much appreciated. Popular DLCs is base game. I think the issue, well, not the issue, but the hard thing is, do you focus on converting equipment from 22 to 25, or do you focus on creating new equipment? And if you're going to focus on creating new equipment, how much equipment do you convert? How much equipment do you go to the effort of converting? I think that's the $1 million question for them. No point doing it all. But not long now to wait and find out. Which means it's time for me to humbly plug, if you haven't pre-ordered yet, and you are starting to get excited too, you can use my partner code Argsy Gaming. Help support me and hopefully get me to being a silver partner with Giants, which would be pretty cool. The beauty about being once you become a level of partner, you don't actually drop back down. So I'm very fortunate to have become a bronze partner already. The vast majority are just general partners, so I'm very fortunate to have got to there. Look, our tank is empty on our seeder. But silver would be really cool. Cool little milestone. So anyhow, if you haven't pre-ordered, you're going to. Even if SG told me he used my code the other day instead of his own because he's a gold partner already. So there you go. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying the Plains and Prairies DLC, Jason's going to be something around big equipment, big US equipment. And that was my take on that too, is if we're going to have big US equipment, it'll be, the new 9RX will be included in that. I was going to have a word to you as well. I've seen John Deere Australia and New Zealand, they've been putting all these posts up about wanting content creators, Australian content creators, to potentially have the opportunity to have a John Deere yard tractor and a John Deere mower for 6 months to work on projects around their lifestyle block. I'm like, why only Australian? I'm a content creator in the similar market. How about giving me a shot? Anyhow, I don't think I'm quite what they want. They want someone who's bit more doing things in their house and a bit more lifestyle blogger, I would imagine. I'm going to stop using John Deere on my farms and we'll go to use something else. Become a Fendt farmer. Right, that's that done. That job is done. We'll park that up. We're going to have a bit of tidying up later. Just go, we'll quickly unload these. We're here. I had forgotten about this. It's money, seeing we're down to 3 grand. I'm going to stop buying stuff. Stop hiring workers that chews through it too quickly. Yeah, I've noticed that they're linked. That's the funny thing, because they call their Facebook and everything, it's the Australia New Zealand Facebook page, but then they're asking for just Australian-based content creators. Anyhow. I've used a Kiwi in the ad for it, which I kind of wonder if he's already done that same thing here in New Zealand. Anyhow. Still enjoying my mower. Used it to pull a fence out the other day. Just had a mesh fence that we had in our little sheep paddock, which was getting in the way, so the grass had all grown over it down low, so I had to use the tractor, the lawnmower, to pull it out. New Zealand guys come to Aussie for their high level training. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that actually. It's kind of funny because a lot of the brand from Canada is quite a big reseller of John Deere here. That's where we got our mower through. But then there's, I think, down south, the South Island, the John Deere dealerships are still more related to John Deere or something. Okie dokie. Don't drop that. Has there been any info on better wheel force feedback support in 25 or triple monitor support? Nothing we've heard of yet, Hyper. The monitor one's a biggie. Force feedback, I'm not a big wheel user. I want to try and default to be using a wheel more in 25. Right, they can go back to the yard. Main yard, I said. And then we'll just go have a quick look. See, you're so close. What are you out of? It's completely out of seed. Interesting. I thought it was going to run out of. Well, no, it wouldn't run out of fertilizer because it's soybeans. It's hard to use the dollar per fertilizer, to be honest. Right, well, we'll go and sort this out. We'll get this tidied up for next time, and we'll be back after our trip, hopefully with lots to talk about around Farming Simulator 25. If anyone has any questions, I'm legitimately serious, drop me a DM, put it in Discord. I can see what I can find out. The more we can ask, we can only ask, we can only look to see what we're going to be able to access and actually have a play with. So Brent big in the south there as well. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let me know if there's any big questions or anything like that we can collectively try and solve. We'll see. A school-based apprenticeship cases of diesel fitter, honestly one of the biggest pains in us to deal with John Deere. Would almost be better if they went over pass. Field of view on an ultra wide gets bad on the edges. Triple monitors, super ultra wides are close to unusable. I definitely know they mentioned better support for wider monitors, so we'll just have to see how that translates. Now, before you all run off and go and find something better to do, I would dearly love it if you would go and say a big hello to our friend Steelhorse, who is currently streaming on the vintage oaks. He will probably be going for another half hour or so, I would imagine. He normally streams for about that time. So I'm just going to put his channel in chat. And yeah, if you would take 5 minutes to go over, drop him a sub, give him a thumbs up, say hello, and just join him for the end of his stream. He has a very cool story. Ask him about the story of all the different family he has running all these different farms and everything like that on the Oaks. It's very cool. Jason will vouch for it because I know he often tunes in and says hello to Steel Horse as well. So, but for me, this is it for the next couple of weeks. I'll keep you updated as much as I can about my travels, about where I am, what I'm doing, and what I can share with you as and when we can. But once again, just a super huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in, watching the videos, the live streams, interacting, being part of this awesome community. Without you guys and girls being part of this, I wouldn't have the opportunity I have to be able to travel and go and play FS25 early and share that with you. So thank you all very much. It means a lot to me, it really does. Chinook, those gifted memberships tonight, mate. You did it on the weekend, you did it again today. Thank you very much, mate. You are a legend. And to everyone else, all the members, everyone viewing, thank you all very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one and stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you when we're back. Thank you all very much. See ya. Bye.